Hey everybody, thank you for joining me. If you're watching this, then you have received a newsletter from us, and so thank you for being part of this tribe. Some of you are very new. We've just recently had the audiobook on sale for $3.99, and so some of you have just purchased the audiobook, and so you're receiving this because you gave me your email address. So thank you for joining us, and thanks for purchasing the audiobook, and I hope that you're enjoying it. We are going to be in your inbox about once a month, and essentially we just do our best to provide great content for you once a month, but please know that if that doesn't serve you, then you may always unsubscribe. Being new, we also want to let you know about a couple things. First of all, if you hadn't heard already, the audiobook is on sale for the whole rest of the month of June, and so there's a link below to the audiobook for $3.99. So the audiobook lists at Amazon, you never can tell. Sometimes it's $4.99, sometimes it's $7.99. Sorry, I clearly need to slow down. Sometimes it's $7.99, and we are doing it for $3.99 because I am clear that that's under Amazon, and we're going to do that for June. My birthday's in June. June is also Pride Month, and so I thought it'd be a great time to get my book out there and also to make a bigger difference. What I know is I haven't had anybody read the book that hasn't made a difference. So if you haven't gotten it, the audiobook is a little different than the regular book because I did it later, and there's more stuff, and I am the one who is speaking it. So if you haven't gotten a copy of the audiobook, again, $3.99 for the rest of the month, and the link is below. Also, to let people know who are new and haven't maybe made it to the end of the audiobook, to know we also have a podcast, and that podcast is designed to support you, and there's a Facebook group and a whole bunch of people who are doing this work out of this book and connecting on this Facebook group. So please check out our podcast too, and we'll leave the link below for that. So, on to teaching. Sorry for the long introduction. So, the book, just so you know, and all my work, is based on understanding and having practical steps to be successful and to continue to get whatever's in your way out of your way, right? If there's something in your way of you being happy or successful, we want to remove that barrier. And essentially, the world of personal development and coaching has come down to a model where we know that what stops us the most are things that we believe about ourselves or we believe about life that we don't even know we believe, right? It's the stuff you don't know you don't know. It's all the stuff that you wired yourself up with when you were little, and then you don't even know, and it's in your way. And the book and all of our work is practicing figuring out what that might be if it's in your way. Not to go digging for it if it's not bothering you, but when stuff comes up that's keeping you from being successful, to get in there and figure that out. So the whole book is about that. And so today I want to talk about the anatomy of a belief, because everything comes from that spot, right? So a belief, essentially for our purposes and for this book and this work, comes from a thought, right? So you have a thought at some point, like something happens. Usually it's unconscious, right? We don't think, oh, we had a conscious thought. Right? We didn't think, oh gosh, if I do this, like something happens when you're a little kid. I share a lot that I had a sibling die when I was 6. And so I didn't realize until I was in my 20s that at some point I decided if I don't take care of people, they'll die, right? Like that's just this weird belief that I had, but I didn't realize that at the time, obviously. But it put me in a world of being a caretaker all my life, right? That kind of world, that kind of stuff. And so what we do is the most important thing is we pay attention to the words and the thoughts we think, and especially the thought that you think right before you feel like crap. Right? So if you can get, oh, I'm not feeling good, what am I thinking, right? And really paying attention to what you're thinking, then you start to have mastery over your thoughts, and you start to notice what are the thoughts that send me down this path of not feeling good. The most important thing that we focus on is feeling good. We want you to be happy, we want you to be feeling good. And what we know is your thoughts really are what dictates how you feel, right? It's the thought you're thinking that ends up giving it emotion. So the anatomy of a belief, things start with a thought, and then you have emotions about that thought, and that makes it seem like it's real. And then we start speaking that thought, so then it becomes really real. And then we start behaving as though it's the truth about us. And then the next thing you know, it's the truth that we're not any good in relationships. And so therefore we act like it's not the truth. So we don't date, or we keep dating, people who aren't interested in us, or things like that, right? So next thing you know, it's the truth that you're not good at money, and the next thing you know, you're always in debt, and you're always focusing on the debt, and then that keeps getting bigger. It's those things that we believe, and we don't even realize we're believing them. So one of the things that we flex our muscle around all the time, and that I want to continue to put you on the hook for, is paying attention to the words that are coming out of your mouth and the thoughts that you're thinking. And really being rigorous with yourself about not believing this thing, right? Not believing what we call your small. If you're into the book, you know this by now. What we call your small, don't believe that small voice. You want to line up with your higher self, which is getting connected, right, to all there is, whatever you want to call it. I call it the universe. So, but not believing that small. So, in other words, any thought that you have that is less than I'm fabulous or the universe or everything's working out for me, like when you have all those negative thoughts, don't buy it, right? Doubt the doubt. Only believe the good stuff, right? Do not believe the negativity. And if you can't, if the negativity or the negative thoughts are powerful, then we need to go maybe get an inquiry around where that stuff's coming from. There's all kinds of resources in the book to go look at and things like that. So, a little bit of a long video. I usually try to keep it under 5 minutes. But I wanted to remind you, watch your thoughts, watch your words, read the book, get connected to the podcast. We got a whole group of people here to support you and do life with you and do this work with you. And we're on the podcast, we're on the Facebook page, we're all out there. So thanks for being part of the tribe, and thanks for joining us. And we hope you'll join us on the Facebook page and share yourself with us and let us know, especially if you have challenges, you want to come and share that. We got a whole bunch of people who are really doing the work and able to help you with that. So I bless you and I appreciate you, and I definitely know the divinity that is within you. And so I appreciate your time and energy today. So have a blessed day.